tea. This is the Inca gold ship? What? I feel like someone's here. Look, the king has returned. And he's much shorter. Wait, king? What? It's the king. You're safe. I'm the king? King, you're safe. Now we can set sail. The queen is in her stateroom. Please show her that you're okay. It's a happy occasion. We have waited for you for such a long time. Oh, King, looking around the ship? But I expect you're tired. Look around and rest in this bed. Through the darkness, a bright light is visible in front of the cave. As the ship set sail, that light just represented the freedom that we had just won. The queen is still wearing the ring she got from the king. That's right. It's the ring he gave her when they were separated by the invaders. Since then, she has thought of nothing but him. Good, you have returned safely. As you were told, until now I've been guarding the mystic statue of the wind. That's the statue you were rewarded by the spirits. It's in the jewel box in the storehouse below. Look for yourself. So evidently I'm a king. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
All hail King Bacon?
All hail King Bacon. Why must we flee? It is our home. The mystic statue is in this box. Preparations are being made to set sail. Well, are you going to the crow's nest? You can watch the ship set sail. I will once I get the statue. It's a mystic statue. Oh, Short King, look there. The ship is coming out of the cave. After living in darkness for so long, the brightness is like a new beginning. How can invaders come to destroy a world as beautiful as this? I got sleepy sleep now. Mother? Look in the sky. The comet is so beautiful. After years and years, the comet approaches Earth and then recedes. Some say it's an unlucky star. Some say it's a lucky star. What do you think? Chat room, what do you think? Unlucky or lucky star?
I must say Lucky Star.
We have one vote for Lucky. I will wait at least 60 seconds before I choose.
I choose both.
So that would be
Bill played your heart out.
So that would be 2 votes for Lucky Star and 1 vote for Unlucky.
No, it's 1 vote for Lucky, 1 vote for both because I remember a thing about a thing from Phil played about when in the episode about comments where he said Haley's comment was lucky for William the Conqueror, but unlucky for Harold. I forget the rest of the guy's name. Yeah, because it said because in the beta capture you can see the picture of people watching a comet fly over. So a comet happened sometime around the battle that battle that William the Conqueror won. So yeah, I'm going with the both because of that, because of something like that. Just going with if something happens while the comet's happening, they must be unlucky. If something great happens around the comet, it must be lucky. So it's basically saying, basically you're attributing a comet to your own luck.
I see. You know, one of these days I'm just going to do a stream with me and the cat. I'm going to see where that goes. Alright. So we'll go ahead and say it's a Lucky Star. Alright, then hope that happiness doesn't slip away. Will, I am always watching over you. Will, wake up! You were acting strange, so we followed you. Then we reached a strange town. Wait, don't call it strange. I was born there. It's invisible. I'd call that pretty strange. Will, you can't go on a journey without telling us. Since we're friends, we have to share good times and bad. You're back so late, the Elder must have read your fortune. He said you were floating alone on the sea. I was so surprised. Floating alone on the sea. This is where the Inca were standing. The Queen's mummy sleeps silently. There's a gold ring on her long, slender, bony finger. That ring must be one of the artifacts put on the ship. This is the most valuable of all the artifacts. Many people have lost their lives trying to get rich by finding this ring. I want the ring. It's so pretty. I really must have it. Have you no shame? You could be cursed. What? Maybe it belongs to Riverson. In this part of the ocean, there are fish that are as dangerous as, well, sharks. What? That's Seth, he's on the deck. What happened to Seth? Something happened? Eee, it's Seth! A huge, enormous, giant fish ran into the ship. Seth fell in the water. He was swallowed. What was that? It's that fish again. We'll all be dessert. Stop crying and grab this or you'll fall overboard. You have to come too? I've lost everyone. Are you okay? Yeah, still okay. You recover quickly, like a lizard's tail. I've read about being adrift, but I never thought it would happen to me. Disasters sometimes happen suddenly. Don't be upset. Don't think about the future. Let's just enjoy drifting. I'm starved. I'll have the meat I brought from the castle. We bit off some of the meat. It was better than any food we ever had. Drifting, day 2. What are you doing, the poor fish? Even after seeing it all day, I never get tired of it. Don't eat the poor fish. Time passed slowly with nothing to break the monotony. Kara just stared at the fish all day. Will couldn't stand it. He walked around the raft and talked to Kara many times. A minute seemed like forever, but he could hear the march of time. Drifting, day 4. I have a premonition. Help is coming. What? Something is drifting here. There was a letter in the jar. The contents read, "We are on a ship on our way to be sold as forced labor in an unknown land. If anyone reads this, please save us. Sam." My premonition! You said you wanted to be saved, but it's me who needs to be saved. Oh, I'm so starved. You should have caught that fish, if you had. I can't hurt such a pretty fish. Are you saying it's better to starve? Raw fish gives me the crave. I can't eat it. Besides, the fish is fighting to stay alive. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought of how the fish feels? Oh, God. Even Kirby is just sitting here like, what the fuck?
Can't you just throw her overboard and just surf on?
I'm sure that can be arranged. I'm sure her dress can be used as a flotation device. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought about how the fish feels? If you want to eat it, go ahead. I'm not going to eat it. Kara didn't say anything all day. Typical princess. She's such a bother. Day 7. Drifting. First week, a school of fish. He reached the end of his rope. If he didn't eat more, he thought he would starve. Well, sorry I talked to you that way yesterday. I'll try to eat the fish. If I can't do anything, if I starve. Only in peacetime can you refuse food you don't like. Let's get your fish. A good one. Happily, Kara ate some fish. Will found that he was starting to develop feelings for Kara. Drifting, day 12. The stars are beautiful. If I were taller, I could reach them. Shirley, Lily, and Lance are looking at the same star-studded sky. If I could talk to the stars, I could find out where everyone is. There seems to be one extra star near the constellation of Cygnus. Yeah, that red star. Shall we make a wish upon that star? I have a feeling it will come true. Will, you close your eyes too. I hope for everyone's safety and for my father. Drifting, day 18. Days. We've been adrift for almost 3 weeks now. Hasn't your hair gotten a little long? Just a little? Kara doesn't act like a spoiled princess now. If we told someone she was one of the island girls, no one would doubt it. It's terrible! What is that? They're in the water! Sharks. Maybe a shark? We could be eaten. What should we do? They're circling our raft, but they're not attacking. Let's think about this. I've got it, they're not hungry. My grandpa told me that only humans attack living things when they're not hungry. Then what we're doing is not usual human behavior. We didn't eat the fish until we were starving. That's right, they're going. Goodbye, sharks. Drifting, day 21. When
Reese?
Huh? Go ahead.
Your stupid logic about only attacking things when they're not hungry, and real doesn't. I wonder where she thinks the meat she sometimes eats comes from.
That's a good question. When I was in the castle, I loved watching the sunset. The sunset was so beautiful from the corner of the castle. But now I've come to hate it. After the sun has set, the darkness comes. I thought I'd never see the sunrise again. But since you're with me, I see a beautiful sunrise every morning. With you by my side, I can even enjoy times like these. I've wanted to say the same things to you, but somehow the words just wouldn't come out. I just nodded, saying nothing. Suddenly, Will fell over unconscious. Will, what's wrong? Wake up, don't let me hear him loud. You can wake him up now. He'll be fine if he takes vitamin C. It's scurvy, a disease caused by a long-term lack of vitamin C.
You said D and C. Oh, somebody found you. Wait.
Columbus's crew contracted once, nothing to worry about. When it gets worse, the blood gets bad and the skin turns black.
Do we need a detailed description of what scurvy is?
Yes.
And wait, why are you referencing Columbus here?
The gums bleed and the body starts decaying. Stop! I don't want to listen to such talk. I'm glad you're okay. But you know best. Thank you. You should thank the dog outside. He found your raft and came to get me. Will, wake up. We've reached land. We're saved. Kara, where am I? We're at the home of the kind man who saved us. Now you've been tossing in your sleep. I kept putting the blankets on you, but you threw them off. This is the south outskirts of Oakton. The city of Phrygia is half a day to the north. If you're looking for your friend, you should look in a big town. At any rate, let's go to Phrygia. I'm going to take the dog. Come back when you're ready.
I'm still baffled by how some of the NPC's outfits look like they stole it from Marty McFly.
Woof woof. Oh, they animated the tail wagging. It's only about maybe 3 or 4 pixels wide, but it's a tail wagging. Aww. This dog's name is Turbo. Isn't he cute? Let's go. Maybe we'll see Lily, Lance, and Eric. So they went to Phrygia. So there was a little tie-in. The dog's name is Turbo.
And total coincidence, I'm assure you.
Oh, it's nice. What a great city. People who live in such a pretty place What's that beautiful heart?
Woman, a lot of beautiful things are made by people who don't have the cleanest of records.
What a cute couple. Have you decided where you're staying tonight? No, not yet. We're looking for someone. Well, why not
Marty
search
McFly outfit stealers.
It's settled. I'm exhausted. Don't you like it, Will? Let's go.
At this point, I would be very surprised if the end Will does not end up with this girl.
Subtle picture in the window there.
I'm still standing by my thought that a good chunk of these NPCs has raided Marty McFly's plaza while they weren't looking. While I wasn't looking.
Okay, before I do anything, I'm going to explore a little bit. It's not like a tornado came through here. Maybe you'd be more comfortable in a place not quite so neat. The upstairs is a mess. I'm ashamed. You know, we could see you two making out from outside. She was just helping me. Ha ha ha. He had something in his eye. Ha 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 ha. You know, I would say get a room, but they already got a room. The freesia is the city flower. Smells good, doesn't it?
No, here's what I would say. Close your goddamn windows, people! People on the street do not need to see what you're doing in your room.
Mothers are always worrying about things. I was afraid you'd been kidnapped by someone who had been wounded. My mother suffered like that.
I stand by my statement.
If you don't want to lose your lives, go home. A life lived honestly, a life of fun and laughter.
Ooh, we got a secret cult hiding.
Yeah, something ain't right here.
Because you don't see people just go and not just think, the person gotta be evil in some way.
Well, something's up because I just found a portal to dark space.
Well, talk to him. Maybe we'll get something out of it. Why aren't you gonna go in? not like it's not. You are a dumbass!
He is.
Fire breather! But somehow he got his hair on fire. Well, nice going, idiot. See? Nothing to worry about.
I don't believe in the spirits. If there were spirits, things like status wouldn't matter. I've tried not to think. The more I think, the more empty I become. Soon we'll be sent away.
So we found 3 green-bearded philosophers.
Children don't come here. Go home. That's just fine. I'll jump down from the other side. Soon a great power will come from above. Then mankind will die out. I don't know who made the prediction, but it's all a lie. I do this to forget.
Well, it's half true. Your ass is gonna be saved by little kids, because this is a JRPG of the 2D variety.
When I think of myself in your position, I shudder. I've no time to worry about what people think. It's hard enough just taking care of myself. These laborers are the same age as you. Remember, there are people everywhere who live this way. Hey boy, kids can't come here. Go home, go home. Did you come to get a laborer? No. Go home!
I'm still saying there's something road dudes.
A man working at the hotel was caught by a labor trader.
Damn.
There was nothing he could do about being found. He's a laborer who ran away yesterday. I should tell the labor traders. I was prepared for the worst when I did it.
The labor traders.
Please,
Is this
don't
a
tell
real?
me. I don't care about myself. I just don't want to get him in trouble.
Well. Window to allow slavery.
A laborer escaped. Have you seen him? Yes. Tell me where and I'll give you this red jewel. Tell location. Will tells where the laborer is hiding. Will gets a red jewel.
You're a snitch.
Come in. Will and Kara. Lily! Is it Lily? I was worried. It's been almost a month since we separated. I've been working and living in this hotel. Lance is in the room on the right. Go in there. They say I don't know who I am. Kind of strange. If I don't know who I am, how did I get here? Lance hit his head escaping from the Incan ship. The doctor said he has temporary amnesia. Meanwhile, I think Lance should stay here until he recovers. I'm so glad everyone is safe, but... ... Also, I haven't seen Eric since last night. I wonder what happened.
So that means Eric's alive, as far as we know. Yay!
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to stock up on a lot of herbs and spices. Recently, tourists have avoided this town. Business is terrible. Gee, I wonder why.
This town's full of slavery, and apparently these people kidnap people.
They kidnap little kids, apparently.
Yeah. This is slavery. You can call it laborers all you want, but this is totally slavery. Whoa, you just went back into the same house and... So...
Wait, did I speak to this woman? Listen to me carefully. You better not go onto the back streets. Just as a rose has thorns, a pretty town has another side.
We already knew that.
Ah, but here's the thing. We're not supposed to have already known that.
Well, you wandered over there and revealed it all.
I kinda did, didn't I?
Yes. It's your
I'm
fault.
the jeweler gem. I control the 7 seas. I'm holding 7 of the red jewels for you. Give you red jewels. There are now 12 jewels. You've collected over 8 jewels. According to the list, your life power will be raised. So now my next milestone is 20 gems, which I will get some psycho power.
But now you're stronger.
Stronger.
And have more whatever life force is.
I like your courage. I don't know what you do here, but have a look around. I am Emus. I was brought here by boat from far off Asia. We are a hunting tribe. When we're hungry, we hunt for food. All the animals here have fallen victim to an unknown disease. I am Remus. Our game disappeared and we had nothing to eat. We had no choice but to become laborers. We didn't know where we would be taken or what would happen. I am Sam. We were rescued last night by a man named Eric who was working at the hotel, but we were caught by the labor traders. He's being held in a house on the corner of a back street in town. Please save him. Okay. So we know Eric is back.
So now we know some of our friends got mixed up in this slave trade nonsense. Well, he threw you to the other side.
Now let's see if we can get into that house.
Yep.
Is a man named Eric there? I've never heard such a name. Why do you ask? Will, is that Will's voice? Save me? Shh, hey boy, be quiet. I'll break down the door. Impossible, you've come to rescue me. I didn't think you could break down the door. The man ran away, scared. I tried to sneak into the camp to rescue 3 labor brothers. I was discovered and now I'm like this. The laborers were forced to work in the diamond mine. I'll tell you where, please save them. Will learns the location of the mine. Yeah, before I do anything, I'm going to hit up the band of brothers. It's good to be among friends again. If only I wasn't so sad. My tears have all been cried. Sorry, Kirby, but I have to get up for a moment. Oh. Hello, secret area. Ha ha ha, you understand this place. Sometimes what you think is unimportant is the most important thing. Life is like that. This is a gift. Please take it. That is kind of nuts. I never would have known that I could just jump into a flower bed. red jewel I just got. Oh. So Kirby here is resting on my belly. I guess that's what he was upset about. He wanted me to go to bed. And I probably will in a while. The diamond mine was as quiet as a tomb. A chill ran down Will's spine when he heard the screams from the back of the cave.
Are we about to incite a revolt?
Well, maybe. Would you want to incite a revolt if you were being held hostage by a legion of lizardmen?
That depends. Are we talking about lizard men with these kind of weapons, or a lizard man like in a sci-fi sense?
Well, you're about to see.
Well, they look like they are just lizard men of this world. Maybe. If they were like sci-fi ones with lasers, so no, probably not, because there's no way I could win.
Elevator entrance. Use that door to get to the elevator. Sounds like sound advice. I will take it as soon as I free everybody. I beg you, cut this chain. There are 8 slaves, including me, forced to work in the mine. Please save us. Yeah, laborer is just way too many syllables. Let's just call what they are, slaves.
Maybe in the Japanese version, they are called slaves.
It's possible. There is a retranslation effort in the works. Oh, isn't that nice? A beholder can turn itself to stone. Thank you for saving me. As a reward, I'll tell you something. This mine is a secret room. Its entrance blends into the wall. But you can find it by watching for wind blowing through cracks in the wall. Of course, it would blow fine hair with yours around, and you'll understand. You gotta move carefully, otherwise you will accidentally jump down. Dark space. When trouble befalls the innocent, will transforms into freedom. Defender of the common man from injustice. I suspect all those pulley platforms will probably become a factor in a while. I suspect there's a reason I'm able to transform back.
There's the secret!
Freedom's power, the Dark Friar, can defeat enemies in places a sword can't reach. Dark Friar can now be used. So I can now fire a lightning bolt, huh? Or at least some kind of energy ball. There are people who are forced to work deep in the diamond mine. Please use this key to save them. You've got the elevator key. Use the elevator key, even though the elevator just looks like a stairway. Morgue. where all the child slaves are dumped when they're dead. You found the mine key. I'm gonna go in the other one anyway. If any, just so I can get some more gems and more XP. Thank you, I won't forget what you've done. Take this key. You have the key to the mine. So I have 2 mine keys, huh? Oh, so it uses both keys, okay. Thank you, our home village is far across the ocean. If you could go there, help the villagers regain their strength. All living things in our home country have grown strange. People have turned to stone. Some are sick with unknown diseases. I heard from Eric that your friend has lost his memory. Legend says that there is a song that brings back the past. Please let him hear it. Sam hums a strange melody. And, there it is. You've learned the memory melody. I need a favor. May I have the prison key as a souvenir of meeting you? I'm sure I'll never use it again. Okay, I have a feeling I don't need to be Freedan for much longer. Plus, I'm still missing a prisoner. So I gotta find out where this guy is. That's why I said, Curb. Okay, let's go ahead and change back to young Will. Aha, there it is. Thank you, I was buried in the cave-in. What would happen if we took longer? We want to give you a present. I'm sending 3 red jewels to the jeweler. Yay? Alright, looks like we're done here, so let's get the hell out and head back to town. Off to Frisia. Frisia? I don't know. Will began playing the melody he remembered. What is this place? Somehow I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the womb. Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. I wonder if Seth is alright. People live on because they forget about unpleasant things. What have I been doing? What's happened to everyone? Lance, your memory is back. I was worried. I wonder what would happen. I guess everyone was worried. I had to take care of someone in the same situation. Well, there's this eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Shall we go? I think his name is Neil. Did you say Neil? That's the same name as my lost cousin. My cousin Neil, the inventor, flew in the sky in a thing called an airplane. So Will and his group went to the inventor's house. It's open. Come in. Neil, it's me, Will from South Cape. Oh, Will, you've gotten strong. Are all of these people your friends? It's quite the dang. What are you saying? You shouldn't talk like that. There's a wonderful smell in this room, isn't there? Hey, both of you talk pretty harshly. When you're wrapped up in inventing something, you don't care about your appearance. I don't think the smell's that bad. Not enough to hate me for it. I've only been wearing these socks for a month. I've only had mine on for 3 weeks. I guess I'll lose. I can't believe it! I don't want to breathe the same air as him. I've heard enough about my socks. Make yourself at home. You're Will's friends. Welcome. It's been about 2 years since we last met, hasn't it? I've invented lots of things since then. The 4 inventions in my room are my best work. Have a look. That's a camera. It will burn a copy of a scene onto printing paper. The problem is that it takes almost 30 minutes. Scenery doesn't move, but to photograph a person means they can't move for 30 minutes. When I used it, the eyes turned bright red like a rabbit's. That's a telescope. You can see stars as if they were in your hand. Those are airplane wings. It's part of a machine that will fulfill man's dream of flying in the air like a bird. The body's too big and you need a runway to take off, so it's hidden in the desert. Well, you did say 4 inventions, so where's the 4th one? Seth will be pleased when he sees this invention. Okay, what is this one in the corner? I'm trying to get to it, and I can't get to it. That's an oxygen tank. There's air inside. With this, you can breathe underwater, but there's only 1 minute's worth of air inside. Compressing the air would let you stay underwater longer, but I don't know how to do it. Tell me why you came to see me. Will tells Neil about hearing his father's voice and visiting the world's ruins in his search to find the mystic statues. Interesting. I too have some interest in ruins. The ruins Will talked about are scattered over the world, but they have something in common. Drawing a line among the ruins makes a shape that looks like the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus? That's the Tower of Babel, where Will's father got lost. It's in the middle of the ground painting of the big white bird. There's a new red star below the constellation of Cygnus. That's right, you know a lot. The red star in Cygnus Will's interest in ruins. Different elements are bound together organically. I don't know if it's by coincidence or by design, but something is going to happen. Fortunately, the Nazca ground paintings are a week's walk east of here. Go? Yes. Good, it's settled. We don't want Will to be the only one having a good time. The group went to the Nazca Desert. It's not often you have a party of 6 traveling the world. It was a long way, but you did a good job. This is the most famous of the ground paintings, the Condor. Have you ever heard of it? No one knows why ancient people drew pictures like this. Whenever I come here, I'm overwhelmed by the grand scale. You should go see for yourself. It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study, and play. So sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? When you look at it this way, it's like the white lines are an athletic event. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the 100-yard dash here. This is the condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. It's a joke. Don't be so serious. Hello, lost spirit. Unfortunately, I lost you, so I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea what you even said because I pressed the directional pad. I have to go back and look at the tape and see what he said. Freeze framing at just the right moment. Oh, they've all assembled back here. The ancients were amazing. I wonder why they made this. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. The mystic statue that Will spoke of is somewhere on this plane? I thought I'd seen the paintings before. But doesn't this condor look like Cygnus? Of course, I hadn't noticed. When we look at it, we see Cygnus, but ancient people probably just saw a condor. Ah, I got it! Look where the rocks are on the ground. They're positioned like the stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus has 9 stars and there are 9 stones. Where's the red star that appeared recently? Condor's head, Condor's right foot, Condor's tail. Oh, the spirit says coo coo coo. Okay. Condor's left foot. At the joint of its left foot. There's a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. Hey, something huge is coming down.
Well.
There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, Neil and my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the paintings be an airport for the Sky Garden? We meet again, Kukuku. You're a strong boy to have come this far. This Sky Garden is our mode of transportation. There are 4 crystal balls in 4 locations. Find each one in clockwise order. Drop off the cliff at the front and back to find the upside down world. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to continue this tomorrow night. I thank you all for tuning in. But we all must go to bed sooner or later, as must I. Have a good night, kids. This music isn't helping at all. Alright, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. Hopefully there isn't very much fireworks going off, be it tomorrow being the 4th of July. We shall celebrate our Independence Day by going into a sky garden and whacking demons. Okay. Not quite flying a crop duster, I'm sorry. Anyway, you all have a good night and take care.